Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing well. Today we're talking a little beginner guitar. Throw something in the chat. Let me see if the chat works. Let's try it again. There we go. Hello, Gear Shift. How's it going? I'm new to streaming. You know, I do the guitar teaching thing on YouTube and also Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. But today, I kind of wanted to get in here and show everybody some easy songs that you can play on guitar. And I have several of those planned to show everybody. So grab your guitar. Let's have some fun. If you have a question, throw it in the chat. I would love to speak with you. So here we go. The first song we're going to learn, let me just see if I can get it to pop up on the screen here. We're going to learn Demons by Imagine Dragons. And this is... it's my horrible writing right there, so apologies for that. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your capo up on the 3rd fret of the guitar. So let's put ours up here on the 3rd fret. And what that does, the actual song is in the key of E flat, but we're going to play a C chord here. And that's going to allow us to play C shapes for the entire song. So we're going to C chord. If you've never made a C chord, it's not too bad a chord. You know, you can... oh, let me see if I can move that over. No. Ah, that's easier to see. You're going to put your first finger on the 1st fret B string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret D right there, and your 3rd finger out here on the A string, 3rd fret. Strum from the A string down. So don't get too close. Next chord's a G, right? And this is a great movement right here. We're going to go from a C, take your first finger off, and we're going to move down to a G chord. And the way to do that, super simple, you're going to take these 2 fingers and move them down at the same time. You see how this shape is contained within the C chord? We just move it down. Look at there. Add your pinky up to the high E string, and you have a G chord. So C chord. Don't get too close, na, 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 na. And then to an A minor chord. So we're going to put our first finger on the 1st fret B string. Our 2nd and 3rd finger are going to go out here on the D and G string, 2nd fret. Strum from the A string down here. All right, so we got... na, 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 na. My demons hide. All right, so then we're going to move from an A minor out here to an F major 7 over C. And one of the great ways to do this is to keep this finger here. Try not to move it. And then we're going to move these around and make the rest of the chord shape out there. So we're going to move our 2nd finger down a string to the G string. And then our 3 and 4 are going to go out here on the A and D strings right there. All right, so then we have na, 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 to a G, then an A minor. That's where my demons hide, where my demons hide. Na, 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 na. 1, 2, 3, 4, an A minor, 2, 3, F major 7. And I always recommend, look, a lot of people, when they're starting out on guitar, they have trouble with the chords, and then they try to go right into strumming. And that's kind of discouraging. And the reason it's discouraging is because they still haven't wrapped their head completely around all the chords, right? So you want to get all those chords so where you don't have to think about them too much. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and F major 7, and back to C. Remember, if you have any questions, just throw them in the chat. I'd be happy to speak with you about any questions related to guitar or not related to guitar. If you have some life questions, I'm an old guy. I got some weird wisdom, strange wisdom. So let's talk about the strumming to this one. Now, this one has some great strumming. So it's down, down. You see it's written at the bottom of the chart here. So it's down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Now, it's important to remember when you're strumming to keep that flow going. So let me just see if I can pop the chart up here a little bit. Well, not like that. Maybe like that. Yeah, there we go. So we got down, down, up, down, 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 up. Yeah, weird wisdom. Sarah. Yeah, Sarah mentioned weird wisdom. Yes, very weird wisdom. Throughout my sordid career as a musician, I've developed some weird wisdom. So ask away. Maybe you'll hit on some of it. There's no telling. So here we go. We're going to learn the strumming to this. Let me see if I can zoom in on my hand so it's a little bit easier for everybody to see. It's down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Now, remember, do you see that flow that's going? You see how I keep my hand going? Even though it's just 2 downs, my hand is still bouncing to 8th notes. Da, 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 down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Sarah says, weird is helpful. Weirdly enough, it can be. You know, if you have a weird situation, you know, you may hit on some of my weird situations. I've been all over the place. So, all right, so let's put this with the chord. So down, down, up, down, 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 up to a G chord. Down, down, up, down, down, A minor. Up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, back to C. Now, I believe the song's pretty fast, so let's see here. Here we go. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. And that's how to play Dreams by Fleetwood Mac using, no, not Dreams, Demons by Imagine Dragons. Dreams is the next song we're going to be learning, and it has a really easy movable chord shape. I like it a lot. It's great for beginners. If you're someone who's been playing guitar for a while and someone says, hey, can you teach me how to play guitar? Dreams is a really good one to teach that person because it's a simple, movable chord shape. So let me see if I can get that up here on the screen. Oops. Sorry about that. Still learning how to do all this stuff. All right, here we go. I've got Dreams up there now. So we're going to look at Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Like I said, a really good, easy guitar song to teach people. It has one movable chord shape. Ooh, let me see if I can put that up there. That might make things easier. One movable chord shape. And if you look, the F major 7 over C, let's make that shape first. We're going to put our first finger on the first fret B string. Second finger is going to go on the G string, 2nd fret, and then our 3rd and 4th out here on the A and D strings. Now, we made this in the last song we did. We made this when we did Demons by Imagine Dragons. So there we go. And the next chord for Dreams, you just take this shape and you move it up 2 frets. And literally, that's the whole movement, you know. So let me see here if I can zoom in on my hands a little bit, so you can kind of see what's going on. We got C, F major 7 over C here, 2, 3, move it up, 2, 3, back to F major 7, and move it back up. If you're just now joining the stream, we're learning some easy guitar songs for beginners. If that's something you're interested in, you should consider subscribing. I do tutorials all the time. 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's a super easy movement. Now let's learn the strum pattern. So it's going to be down on the bass strings, down on the treble strings, right? So it's down, down, and then down, up, right? So it's down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Let's see if I can zoom in on that for you. So we got down on the bass strings, treble strings, down on the bass strings, and then up, down, up. So Jim says, crazy helpful. Thank you. I'm trying to strum along with you. Still struggling with the counting. Down, up, down, up, down. Your advice, I'm sure, would be simple. Get that, feel it. Well, not really. You know, it's not that simple. You know, if you're having trouble with strumming, typically it's because you're still having to think about the chords a lot. You're still kind of worried about what's going on with the left hand. And I always equate this to being able to pat your belly and rub your head. Have you ever tried to do it? Or rub your belly and pat your head? Making your hands do 2 different things. That's exactly what you're doing on the guitar. And weirdly enough, that's one of the reasons why people find it so difficult, is because you're doing 2 different things with your hands. So I like to take the approach, you get really comfortable with patting your head first, and then you try to rub your belly. You know what I mean? And it all comes out. It kind of works together. So really focus on those chords first. That's why I say you could go 1, 2, 3, 4. I always tell people, even if you don't know how to strum it, go ahead and play it along with the music. You don't have to strum it to play along to the music. Now you can play this along with the song right now. And later, when you're super comfortable with this chord movement, now there is a little bitty bridge in there, but it has the same chords in it. You know, it just stays on the G6 over D a little bit longer, and then it goes back to the F major 7 over C. But really great little song to play along with. I love that one. Let's see here. All right. So somebody says that's like the Interstellar theme. Yeah, it is a little bit. You know, if you played it. The Interstellar theme is beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful things written for orchestra. It's awesome. It's a piano piece, though, right? Yeah, it's a piano piece, and then Hans Zimmer added some orchestra, too. So, yeah, beautiful, beautiful piece of music. Let's get into the next one. So far, let's talk about what we've done. We've learned Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. We've learned Demons by Imagine Dragons. So let's go on here, and let's see if we can learn something else. I have some other stuff in the hopper here that I like to teach in the very beginning, you know, songs that are easier for beginners to do. Let's do this one. Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, one of my personal favorites. And you don't even really have to have a strum pattern to play it. You do need a capo, though. We're going to put a capo up on the 3rd fret of the guitar right there. 3rd fret of the guitar. And what we're going to do is strum a D chord. don't think we've done a D chord yet today. We've done stuff in the key of C, so we haven't really needed a D chord just yet. So let's make a D chord. First finger is going to go on the 2nd fret G string. This is all relative to the capo. Let me see if I can zoom in on this for you so it'll be a little bit easier for you to see. Oh, I think my camera just died on me. Hang on one second, everybody. Sorry about that. Come on, camera. This happens sometimes. Let's see. All right, hang on. I'm working on it. Hang on, now I got to find my camera up. Sorry, everybody. Wow, that kind of put a stopper on things. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh, here we go. There we go. There we go. Now I'm back. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I'm so sorry that happened. Sometimes, when I do the zoomy stuff and try to be all cool with my camera, it doesn't work out. So apologies. Thanks for hanging out. So here we go. Let's put our first finger up on the G string, 2nd fret. Our 2nd finger is going to go up on the high E, 2nd fret. And then our 3rd finger out here on the B string, 3rd fret. So here we go. Strum from the D string down. See if you can see that. I'm just going to teach you the chords really quick. So we got good D chord right there. Next, we're going to go up to a G chord. Now watch this movement. This is one of the reasons I teach this song, is to teach this movement in particular. We're going to add our pinky right here to the high E, 3rd fret. And then we're going to keep these 2 fingers here. We're going to move these around. We're on the G chord. Around and make the bottom of the G chord. You see, we have that. So we got D, G, G, D, right? So that's how free falling goes. D, D, G again, D, then back to D, and then to an A sus4. We're going to keep this finger here, and we're going to move our first 2 fingers around. 2nd fret D and G strings to an A sus4. Yep, says thanks for the tutorials, man. No problem. I really love teaching guitar. I really do try to teach the world to play guitar. So I just appreciate you watching, and I'm glad they help. I'm really glad they help. So let's play Free Fallin'. G, G, rest. G, D, A sus4. sus4, and that's all you need. Weirdly enough, that is the entire song. So once you learn this progression, you can go ahead and play this whole song along with the music. Now, I definitely recommend playing along with the music, because when I was a kid, my mom would put on a record, kind of age myself right there. My mom would put on a record and say, hey, play like that. play like that, guitar player. So I would try and play along with the music, and doing that taught me so much about rhythm, playing with a band, and chord changes. And that's one of the best things you can do. So I like to teach songs where you can do that right away. So you can take these chords and go D, 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 A sus4. Jerome, how's it going? Jerome says hi from France. Hello. How do you say hi? How do you say hello in French? Bonjour. I probably just butchered that, so sorry, Jerome. G, D, A sus4. D, 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 A sus4. So Jerome says, when you are doing shorts on YouTube, could you put the strumming pattern on it, please? Yes. Some of those I've tried to start doing on my most recent videos. I've tried to do that on some of them. Bonjour. Yeah, thank you. I've tried to start doing that on some of my videos. I do it using the letters D and U, and people have been making fun of me. I probably should use arrows rather than D and U. But yeah, some of my recent videos have that. I don't think I did that with the one this morning. But anyway, I'm putting the strum patterns in there. Like this morning, I did a video upload on Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, which I just taught on here, by the way. You know, and I kind of took you through it. You know, they're not on screen or anything like that, but I still teach it. So we're finishing up Free Fallin' here. So we got D, D, best, G, D, A sus4, D, G, G, D, A sus4. Love that one. Yeah, no problem, Jerome. No problem at all. So check out some of my recent uploads. You know, I uploaded one this morning, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate that. All right, so that's it for Free Fallin'. So let's talk about, merci. Yes, thank you. Merci. You're teaching me some French, so you're teaching me today. And that's good, so I appreciate that. So what did we learn today? So far we've learned Demons by Imagine Dragons. We've learned Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, and we did Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. 3 of my favorite easy guitar songs to teach. So those are some of the first songs if I teach anyone. And by the way, I do offer private lessons. If any of you are interested in private lessons, you know, just shoot me an email, chas@chasevansguitarist.com. And, you know, I'd love to speak with you about that. Let's learn one more today. And this one's a little bit harder. Let me see if I can get this one in here. All right, let me see if I can get this one going for everybody. All right. Classic. You have to know this one. Really great song. Let me see if I can actually put it up there. Knockin' on Heaven's Door, the Bob Dylan version. Now, I love the Guns N' Roses version too. But in order to play along with that, you have to have a guitar tuned to E flat. So to make it easier for everybody and so that you can play along with recording right now, we're just going to play the Bob Dylan version of Knockin' on Heaven's Door. It's a lot of fun. We're going to make a G chord like we did before. No capo needed for this one. We're just going to make a good old G chord. First finger on the 2nd fret A string. 2nd finger on the 3rd fret low E, and our 3rd and 4th finger out here on the high E and B 3rd fret. And you strum all the strings. Now, a lot of people, you know, I call this the G rock chord just to make sure that people know it's different from this chord. All it is a different voicing. It doesn't really change the quality of the G chord at all. This is not a G add 9 because we're not adding a 9th. A lot of people think it is because this is a C add 9. That's okay. I call this the rock G. So rock G right here. Now we're going to go to a good old D chord. We're going to take our pinky off. Keep this finger right here, and let's move these two around to the G and high E 2nd fret. All right, so this finger kind of stays. That movement is a lot easier if you just keep that finger right there. We go to the D chord. There we go. G, D, D. And this is one of the things you should be doing, especially as a beginner guitarist, you know, just going through and moving the chords, seeing what the movement feels like. I know you've heard the term muscle memory before. We talk about muscle memory a lot as guitar teachers, but that's how you build it. You know, you go from chord to chord, and you try to really focus on going to a D chord and making sure everything happens at relatively the same time. You know, you want to try not to do them one at a time like this, and then you move this one, and then you put that one down. That's called building. And that takes a long time to do. What you want your hand to do is kind of morph into the chord all at once. You see that? Kind of an instantaneous change there. So we got knock, knock, knocking on heavens. Let's go to an A minor. First finger, we're going to have to blow everything up. There's no really good way to go from a D chord to an A minor. So we're just going to kind of let the D chord go. Our first finger is going to go to the first fret B string. Second and third finger out here on the second fret D and G. Strum from the A string down. All right. So we got that A minor right there. Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us on the stream, this is just guitar talk. I really appreciate everybody watching. So if you have a guitar question, just throw it down there in the chat. We'd love to speak with you. A minor. So let's see what we got. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. 2, 3, 4, and knock, knock, knocking on heaven's. Now we're going to go to a C chord. So C chord, first finger, first fret, B string. Second finger on the second fret, D. And third finger out here on the third fret, A string. We know C chord, right? So we got G. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's A minor. A minor again. And then back to G. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's C chord. 3, 4. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Remember, always get the chords first before you think about doing any kind of strumming. Those of you who have trouble strumming, it's probably because you can't focus enough of your brain on your strumming hand to really get it down. You're still thinking a lot about your chords, right? So I like to think about it as when you're a guitarist, you kind of have to split your brain in half. Half of your brain thinks about chords. The other half thinks about the strumming, right? So G to a D, A minor. So I really have the chords under my hand. I'm going to need a lot of brain power because I'm about to learn the strumming. So the strumming has different parts here. It's down. So on the G, we're going to go down, 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 up. Right? If you see if you look over here at the arrows, we got down, 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 up to a D chord. Right? Same strumming. Down, 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 up, and then the A minor is where it gets nuts. We're going to go down, 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 up, down, up, down. So let's put that first line together. We got down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down to a C. C. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And now we got knocking on heaven's door. If you're just now joining the stream, I'm just teaching a few easy beginner songs for some new guitarists to learn, kind of a good starting point for people. These are some really good songs, right? Good popular songs, easy to play, that have some very popular chords that we use as a guitarist quite a bit. So if this is something you're interested in, if you're interested in guitar content, please consider subscribing. But I've had a lot of fun. This is kind of a test stream for me. I wanted to get on here and just see if I could actually do it. And it appears that we have done it and it works. So thanks everybody for joining us today. Like I said, I'm going to post this stream. You'll be able to see this and go back and watch any of the songs that we did in the stream. But if you're interested in guitar content, this is the place you need to be. Please hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're interested in private guitar lessons, I teach those. And I should have a banner here with my email on it, but I didn't prepare that before. So Regus Pig says, very nice stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to get on here and start streaming a lot more often and talk to people. Jim says, the magic sauce, like say focusing on strumming cadence, the new mission, muting the strings, when I can smooth that out. That's fantastic, Jim. That's great to hear. Sounds like you're having fun with the guitar. And that's kind of step one. You want to, if you really love the instrument, you will get better at it because you'll want to play it, and doing that makes you better. So if you're interested in private lessons, send me an email, chas@chashevansguitarist.com. Remember, if you have any questions, just you can also shoot me an email to any of that stuff. Anyway, I'll see you at the next one, and keep on picking.